Et les corps, bonsoir du cœur pour un nouveau live sur Starfield.
Dégage! Méchant arrivé!
Il y a des choses sur la route et...
Oui, moi aussi avec quelque chose sur ma route.
J'allais un peu vite. J'ai pas pu tout de suite. Et... Et... Augmente. Très bien.
You should try Phil Burns' beer. It's brewed in the city and it ain't bad.
Ah oui, c'est vrai qu'il fallait que je tue le potentiel. Bien. Let's jump.
Let me know when you're ready to launch.
Bon, le jeu là depuis avant.
Acknowledged. What can the Trade Authority do for you? Allegedly, there were some Varun zealots in the area not long back. Hope they're gone for good. Those snake worshippers make my skin crawl.
Atterrissons. Enfin, garnison de l'éclipse désertée. Pas tout à fait vrai. Hunter. Oula.
Damage. All systems
Who did that?
A little bit of cold never hurt anyone.
De faire ce. La 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 la. Ça le. Oh, tout le truc. Wow! Viser ce perso, c'est ouf! Ah! Continue. Oh, je vais essayer d'être discret en passant sur les côtés, ça va pas marcher.
Show me what you've got. Valuable?
Enculé en train de se barrer. Merde hein. J'aime beaucoup. Oh, attends, lourd hein. Et voilà une base bien vidée. Ça devrait être pas mal. Ensuite. Très bien, donc maintenant que ça c'est fait, on va pouvoir aller discuter du fait que je suis devenu un député. Alors. En retournant à Aki. Je suis curieux d'aller à Landignon. La gravité est trop classique.
You heard of the Helios retreat? Going up in Ixal too. I'm not holding my breath.
Bien, nous irons.
Oh, just one quiet day.
Well, hey there.
Allez.
You've got potential. Just need to see a little more from you.
Quoi?
Oh, you're back. How'd it go? Good.
Good.
You did what I asked, so let's go meet the marshal. Follow
Okay.
me.
Let's follow her. Where do we go?
Heard you were involved in a shootout.
Which one?
Damn, Diego. How do you do it?
Which one?
We're headquartered in
Do
the
what?
upper floors of the rock,
Kill?
but we also have remote
stories about
stations
you.
throughout Freestyle
They
Collector
all-
space. Helps us to identify and respond to threats more quickly. There are less than a dozen rangers in all, and we operate with limited resources. Thankfully, most people respect us and are willing to cooperate. In this job, your eyes, ears, and wits are every bit as important as your badge and your sidearm.
Yep.
Excuse me, Marshal.
Emma, I take it you're here because you're satisfied that our new recruit can handle the job.
Seems capable enough, and we could use the help.
And we can
All
use
right.
the help.
Step forward, recruit. Let me have a word with you. I've got just one question.
Poulet ou
Do you
Saint-Pierre?
pledge to defend the people of the Free Star
Tu fais quoi
Collective,
si je dis
even
non?
if it means risking your own life? Good.
Good.
Here, take these. You're now a Freestar Ranger deputy. I'm assigning
Thank
you
you.
to Ranger Wilcox. For
Now
some
I'm
field
going.
training. Listen good to what she tells
Catch
you.
some cow.
Welcome aboard, deputy.
Thank you.
You've made a wise choice, but I trust that your duties as a ranger won't interfere with your service to Constellation.
Oh, toi tu commences à me casser
Wish
les
we could
bonbons
throw you a
avec tes
welcome
services
party,
sous
but
constellation
there's
là.
work to do. We got word from a farmer on Montero Luna.
Là j'avais dit, avec
She
tes
says
cows.
someone's trying to take her
On a rien à
farm.
faire.
She's afraid she might be in danger.
Très bien, on va y aller, on va voir ce que veut le cowboy. Alors,
Just the name. Michaela Wagner. There have been Wagoners on Montero Luna for a long time, and I'm sure they're proud of
there's
it.
been Wagner.
Well, it's a moon that orbits Montera. It's got a breathable atmosphere, warm climate, and good soil for growing.
Très bien.
Well, most things do at the start. Doesn't mean they stay that way. That being said, best not to assume anything. Just try to keep an open mind. Grab any supplies you might need, and let's get going.
I will.
Pay attention to what Ranger Wilcox tells you.
C'est-à-dire que j'ai deux personnes avec moi maintenant. Alors, par contre, je suis curieux de savoir à quoi ressemble ma nouvelle combi. Ça c'est Non, ah donc c'est une vraie cause. Chapeau de député. C'est une casquette, ce n'est pas un chapeau. Pièce de rechargement plus 5. Très classe, mais la persuasion c'est mieux. Ça n'a aucun intérêt. Ça ira avec le reste. Pas dans la poubelle bien sûr, mais... Donc on va le garder parce que... Rien à foutre. Allez, député en service. Par là. Merde. Pas Montara Luna que je veux. Putain. Can you please go here? Thank you. Et est-ce que tu peux voyager? Merci. Ouais, il y a 4 lunes quand même autour de cette planète.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship.
Oui. C'est vrai qu'il n'y a pas.
You're good to go. All clear to land.
Très bien. Ouvrons la carte. Canon cette zone. Je pourrais bientôt avoir un nouveau vaisseau. C'est bien d'avoir un hangar où tu mets tous tes vaisseaux dedans. Ah, mais ça m'a automatiquement abandonné l'autre.
Hi.
Ah oui, ça te plaît.
Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Un petit scan, hein. Important de scanner.
Over here.
Yes, I'm coming. Just wait for me.
The Freestar Rangers. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
Pula.
I'm Ranger Emma Wilcox. My deputy and I are here to help. Now, tell us what happened.
I was out planting in the fields when I saw some men approaching. They looked like soldiers with uniforms and weapons and such. They wanted to buy the farm. Didn't even ask if it was for sale. Their offer was so low, I told them right where they could stick it. They said they'd give me time to think about it, but if I didn't change my mind, I was gonna regret it. Then they left. That's right. The uniforms looked like the ones worn by Freestar soldiers back during the war. They had a certain steel in their eyes. Like men who were used to violence. I was in fear for my life. Nothing I can think of, no. Truth is, we're in some hard times here. The last harvest was the worst we've had in a long time. Besides, it ain't like there's a lack of available land around here. There were 4, but when they were walking away, I heard them talking like there were others. Maybe there's more out there. Back behind the house, there's some canyons. They went that way. That place is dangerous. Steep slopes, narrow trails, rock slides, and all manner of hostile creatures, too. If you're going after those men, be careful. Oh, there's one other thing. They said they were the first. The first of what, I'm not sure. But there must be more of them coming.
Thank you, ma'am. That should be enough for us to find these men. All right, deputy. Keep that weapon handy and your eyes sharp.
Let's go.
Since these guys don't know we're after them, they're probably not making an effort to hide their tracks. Now, let's go and check out those canyons. Boot tracks. Several pairs by the look. Not too old either. Let's head down into the canyon and see if we can find more.
certain that traveling into these canyons is wise? The route looks treacherous.
Fire that here? What's the matter with you?
Furtif là qui a bien marché.
Good eye, Deputy. Looks like we're heading in the right direction.
You better check your ammunition supply. It's clear that we're not the only things roaming these canyons.
Of course not. Don't worry about my ammunition.
Get ready!
Oh. There is a big no.
Oh, I hope we find a use for that before it spoils.
They definitely passed this way. Let's just hope they're not perched up on these canyon walls, waiting to snipe at us. Nice to get out under the sky for a spell. Being a mother means I don't get as much field work as I used to.
Les octes ouverts.
Got a situation here.
Ok. Arrête de recharger. Dégueulasse, c'est des géantes là dégueu.
Hope you've calibrated that thing.
You're a natural tracker. You smell that? I'd bet my badge that's woods.
We should be careful. This bottleneck is the perfect place for an ambush.
That don't concern you. If the Rangers get in our way, then they get what
We're gonna have some fun.
Well now, look who's here. Ms. Wagner called in the cavalry. Except it ain't much of a cavalry. I suggest you turn around and walk away while you still can.
Normally, I'd suggest you choose your words carefully so we could avoid bloodshed. But something tells me that isn't going to be possible.
Oh, it ain't exactly the farm that's special, but that ain't none of your business. Don't recognize the uniforms. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's like the Major said, everyone's conveniently forgotten. Forgotten our sacrifice. Forgotten how we were betrayed. We'll make them all remember soon enough. I promise you that. You think you're in a position to make demands. Well, I've got news for you. All you're getting from me is a shallow grave. So, got any last words I should try to remember? If you think I give a damn about the Freestar Rangers, then you've got no idea who you're dealing with. Matter of fact, that just makes it even more fun. Air 'em out, boys!
Ready.
Made a big mistake.
Damn, that was a lot rougher than I expected. Let's talk.
I don't stock up on junk.
Lui le petit con qui faisait chier. Non, c'était lui du coup. Ah oui, le major de tête de con là. Il y a un putain de baseball.
Are you okay?
Oh, c'est...
Really? Guess you've led a pretty exciting life.
I do.
Maybe the less I know about that, the better. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find something that explains what these guys were up to. Likewise.
Oh, likewise. Ah mais il était là ce con. Du coup, la vraie question c'est qu'est-ce... On s'en est... Attends, j'ai un truc là. dégueu. Hein. Ah, c'était ça que j'ai récupéré. C'est mignon. Souvenir. Non, d'abord je vais aller clore le vaisseau. Nettement plus intéressant.
Oh, I hope there's something valuable here.
Le watchdog.
Find anything interesting?
Nope.
Let's see what we have here. Interesting. So, their ship was stolen from the Hope Tech factory. Whoever pulled that off must have been one hell of a shipjacker. Well, I guess someone really wants that farm.
Putain, dans l'ombre comme ça, elle fait flipper.
Speaking of which, let's get back there and let Miss Wagner know that she's safe. For now.
Très bien. Où est-ce qu'il a été de l'air de ça?
What's the news? What happened? Did you find those men?
I did. I killed her. Killed them.
Well, it's good to see you're all right then. They must have been crazy or desperate, trying to take on the Freestar Rangers. So who were they? And why do they want my farm? Hope Tech? The cargo ship company? Sorry, I don't know anything about that. They say the Rangers always get their man, so to speak. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I can't thank you enough. I'd hate to be remembered as the wagoner who couldn't hold on to the farm that's been in the family for so long. Of course. All the same, I'm grateful.
If you have any more trouble, give us a call. We're in system, so it won't take long to get someone out here. All right, Deputy. Let's get back to the rock. We need to report this to the Marshal.
Et si j'ai pas envie d'aller le voir, le Marshal, hein? Qu'est-ce que tu vas faire? Alors... On va mettre ça. Ça va augmenter son rang en fond les ballons, ça sera très bien. Ça c'est maximum. On va aller au-dessus. C'est bien marrant. Pas mal de trucs que je vais pouvoir améliorer au fur et à mesure. Que des fois sur certains level up on va faire plus un truc. Rendez-vous à Killer City.
Would it be too much to ask if we stopped by Laredo Firearms and took a look around?
Oui. Ça n'a absolument aucun intérêt pour moi d'y aller.
The Jansen family immigrated here from the UC and having a tough time of it.
Marco Jensen would appreciate it.
Ah.
Ashtar is sometimes spotted by.
Pratique, tu passes à côté des gens, ils te donnent tout le temps des missions.
Next stop wouldn't be
Très
the
cool, hein.
Charybdis system, would it?
Ah, ok. Oh, là encore autre chose.
Hey, deputy.
These Rangers are some hard-blooded folk. They
Comment on fait pour monter par là? Avec les assauts. Ah, ouais. C'est pas facile.
What's the story on Montero Luna?
That call we got from Wagner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagners off their land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. For the time being, yes, but you could still be in danger. That's why we need to fill in some blanks. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm? If that's true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm? Hope Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. They also said something about being forgotten. They seemed bitter about it. Resentful. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? Any of that sound familiar?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it anyway. I suppose it ain't impossible, but it's real damn unlikely. The unit was pretty much wiped out, and the few that survived ended up in prison after a court-martial for disobeying orders. I don't recall how long the sentence was. No, it doesn't. Just raises more questions. It's a good bet that starship thief can help us get some answers. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. Normally, I'd praise that kind of dedication, but you need to maintain a sense of perspective here. Our authority and our power comes from the Council of Governors. Remember that. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montero Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry.
1st Cavalry. Très bien. On va faire ça tout de suite. Pendant beaucoup plus longtemps. D'autres quêtes sur lesquelles on va avancer. Je fais tout ça quand même. C'est pas mal toutes les quêtes qu'on a fait. On va faire la prime du capitaine. Une fois que ce sera fait, nous irons faire 2 activités ici. Pas trouver de pâté de foie. Oh. Non, non, c'est pas là, non. Ouais, si c'est là en fait. Yeah, Hope Town. Let's jump.
To be back.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Freestar Ranger Nia Kalu. If anyone is hearing this, system's failing. Need help. I repeat, need help.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. And that's it. You're cleared to land at Hopetown.
C'est d'aller vers le vaisseau de Niakalu d'abord. Aïe. Oh, son vaisseau, elle. Voilà. Énorme ce vaisseau.
Oh, it's you. Please tell me you're here to help, not to try and steal my ship. I'll just pretend I didn't hear that, Deputy. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs. Just patch her up enough to get to Hopetown. The rest can get fixed up there. Don't need to ask for that, I'd have helped you anyway. Since you're new, here's a lesson for you. Rangers look out for each other. Always.
We hear you, loud and clear, Nia.
Ça va, tu t'amuses bien?
Thanks. That should get me home. You're right. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen.
They look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha.
Good hunting.
Ouais, mais ça, je ne ferai pas maintenant. Ils attendront. Ah, sérieusement. Allez, c'est moi qui bug maintenant.
Ugh, recycled air. Just isn't the same as the real thing.
Ah ouais.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Hello.
Hello to you.
Yes, what?
Yes, what? I say what?
If you need anything, just ask for me. Sal. Looks like another newcomer. Welcome to the pit stop. We have a little bit of everything. What, brings you to Hopetown? Well, I heard there's someone at the Best Defense looking for someone. No idea what it's about. I think his name is Suds. Suds? Yeah, you can't miss him. Word of warning, it can get a little rowdy here. Keep your gun holstered and there won't be any problems. Well, you just became my favorite customer. You need anything? We got more than booze here. People like to grouse, but truth is, Hopetown's the brightest spot on this planet. Deep down, all of us are beyond grateful to Mr. Hope. But the workers work hard and play hard too, so it's best not to drop your guard. Certainly.
Est-ce qu'il y a du pâté de fou? Pas du tout.
Welcome back. There was a deep hauler, said she picked up some
Ouais, j'ai entendu aussi.
responding to distress calls can't be... No. Most people come from hard work on the farms, but it could be better. But it seems to me there's almost always a few visitors here for Hope Tech. But mainly, it's all us locals trying to get by. Remember, if you're ever in port, go.
Oh. Combien il y avait de pognon
Visit the
maintenant?
pit stop.
Yes?
Hey, stranger. I'm new in town. You look like you just got here too, right? What's your name, stranger? Might buy you a drink. Fahim, huh? Came in on that ship, the Markup? I bet you didn't know it. But I'm a tracker. And I'm here for your bounty. Two ways this can go. You know the drill. Yeah, they never see me coming. But something don't sit right with me. Not sure what. Maybe. Maybe not. And all I have to back that up are words. It's not easy. But I don't kill people that don't need killing. You do seem trustworthy for some reason. All right, I'm not taking you in. But that just means somebody else will. Whatever you were shipping, you got to return it. The next tracker probably won't be as upstanding as I am.
Pourquoi il regarde à gauche?
Whatever you say, Fahim. You almost sound believable. One more drink and it's liftoff.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Pardon.
As vital as spaceships are to these settled systems, everything would grind to a halt without the Trade Authority. If I am not mistaken, you are new here. I hope you find Hope Town as full of opportunity as the Trade Authority does. A marvelous place, truly laissez-faire. If you have any difficult cargo to unload, I'm happy to oblige. Are you? I think we'll be the best. So, I've never been much for office, but here.
When you have a few moments, there's something
Mais elle veut tout le temps parler, elle, comme.
I'd like to discuss. Ever since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind. Was it that obvious? I thought I could handle these memories, but until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest. Of course it won't. One problem though. Pinpoint. I think we need to start by
J'allais y aller en
locating
fait.
my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1.
Je pense que je...
What's there to tell? I survived. My crew didn't. Still, I'll never forget my finger hovering over that launch button. Would I launch safely or explode into a fireball? It turned out that my shuttle had just enough power to allow an emergency landing on the planet's surface. I wouldn't call what I did a soft landing, but thank you all the same. Hold on. I don't know. For that, we are going to have to head. Your instincts are... Logan and I butted heads more than once during my... Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. That's why I'm desperate for your help. Truth is, if I begin to fall apart... I know you will. You've always been there when I've needed... I don't know what to say. I've been so busy searching the stars.
Ah, sérieusement, là, d'un seul coup, c'est ouh là là.
I've overlooked what's been in front of me all this time. True love. Something I've seriously considered sharing with you for a long time. Just not ready. Not yet. Traveling out here with you, I've discovered that friendships change by circumstance. I worked closely with Aja on long space voyages, so we became friendly. When she quit Constellation, the friendship ended. But I'm certain at this point, even if you and I were separated by a great distance, we'd never lose touch. You're right. Hey, anyway, hopefully...
Oh, sérieux. Bloqué.
Hey.
Why did this can't be happening? I feel like I can find... You're right. You're a literal...
Oh bah compliqué. Allez, next. Je vais aller par laquelle tombe.
Did you know I used to have an office near the top of mast? How far the mighty have fallen, eh?
Ah, c'est lui qui fait dire que je parle. C'est chiant, surtout qu'il arrête pas de parler de son arbre là. Une des quêtes les plus reloues du jeu. C'est une quête écologique, hein, je dis pas. Mais vraiment pas intéressant. Surtout pour une quête de début, à la limite que tu fasses une quête d'un seul coup en plein milieu d'une planète, mais c'est genre une quête que tu récupères tout au début quoi.
You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Truly. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening. It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news. My thoughts precisely. Now, as of yet, there has been no response. And while it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United, as a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near literal olive. Nice. Short, of course you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some. Clearly no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully... The museum in Aquila City is under the... I don't know anything about her, but hopefully... All right, off you go.
Ouais, ça c'est pas pour bloquer. Ensuite. Allons proposer notre aide à Mitch Benjamin. Et sur Mars. Ah, c'est bon, gars.
Ugh, I lived on Mars for an entire year, and I'm convinced I'll never get used to the dusty air.
Always nice to kick back in the broken sphere after
I have a pen pal in New Atlantis. We've never met in person, but
Please move to avoid injury.
Salut Mitch Benjamin.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in? Oh yeah? Word gets around, I guess. Well, if you got a way to get off work, maybe you can help. I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, you know, extra for your trouble. Don't worry, you'll get your money as long as you...
Ok. On va pas faire aujourd'hui. Comme très longtemps. La boisson de la gloire. Ah merde. Pas trop sûr que ça fasse, mais on va essayer.
Keep moving. Scanners won't hurt you. There's a bounty on you. Get that cleared as soon as possible. It's good for you. Keep your nose clean.
Bon, ça j'ai une base, j'ai un bon.
Follow the rules or wind up like Nashar. Uh-huh.
Bon, tiens. Un truc de si je débarque à New York.
Place for tourists these days. Oh, area's gone to hell. Ebbside's a bad place for tourists these days.
Adam.
Wow.
The Astral Lounge got you down.
Have you been to the Astral Lounge? Borealis frickin' rocks! Mate! I vibe with that bird hard. Got a track in me head right now. Boo! 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 I just need some more auroras. Yeah, which is why it pain. I can't stand being away from. But I can't listen to Borealis if I'm not zoning. Mate, there's no way in hell I'm giving you this. This slate brings me... Why would I part with the one thing that connects me to her? Yeah, I do want what's best for her. You're starting to make a lot of sense.
Il va où lui?
I'd like to think so. As much as I hate to admit it, you're right. Okay, you can have the slate. But next time I stop by, I want to hear a mod so sick it beats the piss out of my brain.
Ah bien.
They don't have places like this in Aquila, that's for sure.
Got a second to chat? I'm in the market for a job that'll get me out of... Man, am I glad to... So, before we finalize, not everybody likes us. No, of course not. I wouldn't... Thanks, that's a big relief. Now, if you don't mind, I'll accept your standard going rate. Okay, as long as you aren't trying to screw me. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. I think you may be right. Okay. Works for me.
Ouais, ouais.
I have a couple things to sort out here, then I'll head to my... So long, Cap.
Très bien.
Love your fit. Diostado's my dad's name. I used to go by Trey, but when the old man passed, even back on Sol, my ancestors were island people. Volii Alpha being an ocean. I'm a free spirit, yo. But if there's two places I vibe with, Aurora's my mistress, but fashion's my own. Think so? I know people say the trends here are manufactured. Just more megacorp, technorati bullshit putting commercials in the sky. But the corps can put up 1,000. When I was a kid, my parents used to dress me, but even then my sense of style was always there. It got so bad I started cutting up my clothes. When I finally could afford some new threads, it was... Peace!
What are you looking at?
Only the upstairs.
Fine, upstairs. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the strikers. Now the disciples got us pet.
Andrea!
Fine. Do you have any? So you stroll in here and want to... Maybe you should meet with the business end of my...
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm the...
Fine already. You know, I'll just...
No customer. Bienvenue. Oh, this is my place. That means if you're buying drinks... Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told.
I can personally vouch for my colleague here and...
So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try velocity? It's nothing less than heaven in a glass. Do you want information? Go read a book. You want... On my home planet. Now, science will... I think it's a dance. That is the essence of velocity. It's a toast. Unfortunately, that will have to remain my... Let's just say I was owed a substantial debt. Administrator Bayou has forbidden any... Now, if Euphorica wants to sell it in our members... Moi? I prefer to stay off of... If you see anything you like...
Attends, il ne reste plus qu'à l'amener. La clinique.
I can get Borealis's autograph. Yeah?
You good?
Strikers look out for one another. Strikers look out for one another, right?
You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your people that come to us. Never judge it. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing that...
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. Not so fast. What would you bring to the strike? Very useful. I like it. Done anything special? That's no joke. If you really are one of Ryujin's cleaners. Wow. I'm not sure what your game is, but if you really want it, You're going up against the disciples. Some people snap and snap off. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military. We're fully in alignment.
I can't understand this sudden urge to join the Strikers gang.
There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there.
Oh, that's my job. Who's going to go in?
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in? I want someone that can snatch it from them. Consider this.
I know Greg said go
And I'll be
quiet
your number
or
one
whatever.
fan.
I say take as many of the disciple bastards out as you can.
Maybe you'd like to try a velocity?
Comme suis elle. Elle, à mon avis, elle bosse avec les autres.
Jemison.
Welcome
This
to the
ship is
Freestar
starting to feel
Collective.
like home.
Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. And that's it. Enjoy that Aquila City air.
Donné quand même. Ça coûte cher, mais ça. Ouh. Au pied. Pas m'amarrer. Aïe. Son velocity.
Greetings, Captain.
No offense, but do you belong here?
Oh, ça peut.
No funny business, alright?
Ah, c'était pas la clinique en plus.
Hey there.
Allez.
Rest assured that every inch of a trident. Do make it quick, dearie. I see. Hand it over, please. Huh. So this is the velocity I've heard so much about. I must say, I'm cautiously looking forward to partaking in it. I shall see if it lives up to its great expectations. Well, it seems you've done what I asked of you. I promised you reimbursement, so here it is. I'm sure having the privilege to run this errand for me was payment enough for you, but I am a woman of my word. Now, run along, please. I have much work to do. The future of space travel will not craft itself. Whatever you say.
Tout ça pour ça, quoi. Donc, ce qu'on commencera à faire potentiellement demain. On avance doucement mais sûrement, donc c'est bien. Et on a encore beaucoup de choses à faire. En tout cas, merci à ceux qui sont passés. Normalement demain. Et très bonne soirée. Bye bye.